Hey guys, and welcome to another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm here, I'm doing the best I can, and let's just get on with it. Right here I'm just showing you guys the notebook that I got for this particular project, which is going to be art journaling. It's something I used to do probably, I want to say, the first time I went through college. I was doing art journals quite frequently, and I fell out of practice, and when I did my psychiatric nursing, I remembered how beneficial it was, but I just never started picking it up. And then I guess just this year, with everything that happened last year and what's happening so far this year, I just felt like it was a good time. Clearly, I have some stuff I need to address within myself, and this is just kind of a good way for me to do it. Excuse me, I have really bad allergies right now, so I sound a hot mess. I apologize. But it is a Vivid Doodles notebook, but it's the 160 GSM paper in it, so it's a little bit thicker. It's a thick boy, you know? It's not the regular papers. It's supposed to be able to handle like light water washes, which is my hope. I'm going to, in the future, when I start feeling a little bit more bold and creative with this, start incorporating some watercolors and things like that into it. I'm just doing a swatch page here that's not that exciting, and some of you, if you've been with my channel since the beginning, will recognize this table. My very first YouTube video was filmed on this table. I have had this table since I was 13 years old. It's my coffee table. It sits right next to my couch. It is not my desk. I just felt that I felt nostalgic. I was feeling some sort of way, so I I wanted to work at this table, so I did, and it felt really good to sit at it. I mean, I'm kind of older, like much older now, and I do struggle with sitting, so there's quite a few cuts in this particular thing, this particular video, because I've had to adjust and move and stretch my legs, but overall, it was just nice to sit at this table. And I think that for this particular project, because it is so personal and so intimate, that I probably will be working at this table quite frequently. So my goal with this particular project is to start reflecting on myself and reaffirming not only who I am to myself, but recognize when I'm letting negativity overrun me, and it does happen quite a bit. Now, some people just do this like with keeping a diary or bullet journaling. Some people like really deck out their bullet journals and things like that. But I kind of have a problem. Like, I feel like my planner should be organized, neat, symmetrical, and that's the way I've always used them. And with bullet journaling, that's how I would always design it. But with a creative art journal or a field journal, whatever you want to call it, I want to have more freedom. I don't want to have to follow a guide or anything. Now, yes, there are dotted grids in there, but those are okay. I actually only got this particular book because I like the brand. Excuse me, so much. I couldn't hold that hiccup in, guys. I tried so hard. So when I started, this is my first spread. I am only going to do one for the video. I realized that part of the process for me went so slow because I was fighting my bullet journal days. I have since given up bullet journaling. I just get an Erin Condren journal at this point. I like the layouts, I like the feel, I like the customization. And then I'm going to keep this off to the side as a project and an art thing, not just, you know, something that's got like, okay, you know, you have to work out from such and such time to such and such time. I didn't want that. But I was disappointed because I had very limited options for the 160 GSM books, but it worked out because I got to use that lovely, lovely, lovely Sakura washi tape. Like, I have a ton of washi tapes I've never used. It's such a waste. And this will give me an opportunity, hopefully, to use them again as I get more comfortable and get more creative. I need to start looking for inspirational things, like just kind of stick in there like a scrapbook or whatever, because I sort of scrap sort of art You'll see, you'll see. I do plan to share more of these. I enjoyed filming this. The only thing that was such like a bother to me was I kept delaying, like I had, because I was looking for the right supply, because I have just boxes of supplies, or I wanted the right sticker, and I didn't want those big huge pauses in here. I mean, it's already a 20-minute video. I can't, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to shorten it anymore. I could have increased the speed, I'm sure, but that requires exporting, bringing it back in, whatever. So as you see, I am already basically bullet journaling. I'm doing the symmetrical thing, and I know it, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go into this organically. I'm going to start where I feel the most comfortable and then just try to change it up. And actually, as you'll see in this video, as I start to change it up, I start to feel a lot more loose. I start to get a little bit more creative. I still follow stencils and things like that, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, especially when I really had no direction where to start. So I always make the first couple pages that, that anime intro is like, hi, my name's Serena. I'm 15 years old and a Capricorn, and I'm late for school. One of those little introductions. And so I did. I kind of went at it as I wanted to start with facts, indisputable facts. So the thing where it says this is me, I mean, obviously I'm 37. Oh my God, I'm 37. Uh, I kind of, it's surreal, but at the same time, it's not. My time on YouTube has flown by so fast, and my life just overall has flown fast. I mean, what was last year? I don't even remember, because it flew by in a haze of PPE and N95s. I mean, that was my life. So I started with facts. I'm almost married of 12 years. I've been with Aaron for, God, since 2000 and, when did I graduate? 2002. It's 2021, so 21, 19, 18. I've been with him for 18 years, and I'm 37 years old. That's almost half my life. Almost. And that's pretty cool. It's actually kind of comforting. No kids. That's not going to happen. It's just not in the cards for me. And but pets. Lots of pets if I can. And I'm an artist. The second part was one I really kind of struggled with. I had to come up with things that other people have called me, and it was a lot harder than I'd like to admit. A big part of that is like, and that's not, it shouldn't have been that hard. I get sent messages frequently, actually, of people who say that they miss me, that they love me, that they think I'm an amazing person or a kind person or whatever. But the way I am is I don't focus on the positive. I always focus on the negative, and it's a very exhausting mindset, but I feel like it's a common one. So it's so plain over there. It's plain in that particular box, because to me it's like, okay, it's basically like, what are the right answers? What are the answers you're looking for? And unfortunately, I'm a peanut butter brain, and I put smart and intelligent, which is kind of pretty much the same thing. So I'm pretty sure they're synonyms for one another. It's okay though. We forgive. It's my journal to make mistakes in, okay? And trust me, I will make many mistakes, and I'll enjoy every single one of them. The last box was one where I started kind of letting loose a little bit more about how I feel, because what I am, who I am, and how I feel are three completely different things, and I feel it's important to address them all. And you can see already, like, I'm breaking away from that symmetry. I'm breaking away from that. I hate the way I say the word symmetry. I'm breaking away from that uniform. I'm creating, art. What's the word? I am crafting different fonts for words that I'm looking for, and I'm sort of doing it subconsciously, or I started doing it subconsciously, and then when I realized I was doing it, I was like, oh, this is a good idea. Let's keep up with this. Typography is an amazing tool, and it's very underutilized in every day, but it is just chef's kiss in graphic design. Absolutely love it. Chip Kidd was the one who really got me into graphic design. I mean, he's an odd duck, let's be real, but I enjoy his writings and I enjoy his work. So yeah, I just kind of, and I mean, some people would look at this as I'm insulting myself, and I'm not. These are my feelings though, and I feel it's important to address them, because I feel like denying them doesn't solve anything, but assessing them does. So why do you feel like a loser? Why do you feel like a failure? And there are answers to every single one of these. And over time, I want to sort of provide more meat and substance to those particular thoughts. I actually would like to do a spread for every single thought I have there about how I feel, and just address it in a spread, every single spread. And I may do that. It does strike me as a very good idea. It'd be a very long idea, but it'd be good, because I got 200 pages to fill in this thing. So yeah, that's that's what I did. Oh, I decided to date it too, because I may as well date it. I was doing this at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's basically my awake time, since I'm a third shifter now. And I don't know, I decided, hey, let's do it. I got the book yesterday, I was like, let's do it, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and listened to a Patreon call, watched some TV, spent some time with Aaron, and then he went to bed, and then I think I fell asleep again, and then I woke up, and then I did this. And I felt bad, because the entire time I had some friends who were trying to talk to me on Discord, and I was just like, no, I'm recording, guys. I'm recording. So they were cool about it. So yeah. Oh, hey, let's talk about my nails. Look at those nails, guys. I have decided to throw away all of my nail polishes. I am now just doing the nail dip powders, because I quite enjoy them, and the results are nice. And my nails are super strong. I can, like, those commercials where the lady opens the can with her fingernail. That's me right now. I'm pretty awesome. Yes. I'm sorry. I know it's a segue. I'm avoiding the intimacy of what's happening on the screen there, but it's okay, because that's me. I mean, it's literally why I have so many problems, and it's because I don't address things. I tend to just distract and segue, but it's okay. I've been told I do it, like other people notice it. Luckily, I'm blessed to know several people who accept that in me. And my biggest issue, I think, and I've discovered this throughout all of the thing we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube, is that when someone asks me if I'm okay, my first thought isn't, how am I? It's, how are they? As in, I don't want to bother somebody with my issues, so I'll just straight up say I'm fine and good, and I will play it up like I am fine and good, even though I'm not, because I don't want other people to have to deal with me or my problems. And it's silly, because like my friends and my family and the people who love me absolutely would love to deal with my problems, but at the same time, in the very few instances I have reached out to people or have been honest with them and said, hey, this is how I'm feeling, I have been massively shot down, told that other people have worse problems than me and that they don't need to hear it from me too. And I won't lie, that kind of breaks my heart, but that's not the focus. The focus is, okay, you reached out to someone, that person isn't able to help you right now, and that's okay. Sometimes people, they can't help, and that's okay. So in doing this, I'm helping myself, and I hadn't done it in so long that I forgot what it was like, but as soon as I started doing it, I started remembering why I liked doing things like these to begin with. before YouTube, I mean, before crap, even before I was on DeviantArt, I was doing this crap. It was a sketchbook, you know, it was just a cheap little dollar store sketchbook, but it was something to get my thoughts and emotions down. Because, you know, sometimes a diary just isn't enough for me. I don't just like writing words. I just like expression, I guess is the word. And you can do it, and it's like, you know, words can be just as expressive. Clearly, I'm using several words here. But, yeah. So back to what I'm actually doing. So I have my little section down there of how I feel. So I like to always include things that are comforting and positive. So on the other side, you know, considering how the year has gone and considering the crap that has been thrown at me and the things I've been accused of, all untrue and unnecessary, but it happened, so we can't ignore that it happened. Uh, Sometimes you just need to sort of give yourself a hug and sort of calm yourself down in a way. And so I was like, things I need to work on, as in things I need to just focus on and accept. The only thing constant is change. Is like it's a line that stays in my head all the time. If you're changing, you're growing, so it can't be bad. At least you're learning something, hopefully. It's okay to cry, and that one's very hard for me because I don't cry. I mean, I do. I do. I will cry for a couple seconds, and then I'm like, all right, you had your moment, now stop it. Because other people are depending on you to not be like this. And that's not fair, you know, to myself. Because I encourage other people to cry, I encourage other people to let loose, and I'm there to listen to them, but I deny myself that. I bottle a lot of my emotions, and it's not healthy, it's not good, and I need to give myself permission sometimes to feel and process. And I don't like doing it because I feel weak, but at the same time, it's like, no, you're not, because if you're crying, it's because you've got a reason to cry, and trust me, I've got reasons to cry. I just sometimes deny myself that, and I shouldn't, and I know it, because it's part of the grieving process and it's part of the healing process. So yeah, I just thought I would write that. Hey, it's okay to cry, loser. See, and I'm still doing it. I shouldn't do that to myself, but I do. I think a lot of us do. I don't mean it. I'm just like being facetious towards myself. Ugh. So the next thing I wrote is something I also need to tell myself quite frequently, is that it isn't always your fault, as in my fault. Like, it's not always my fault, because I tend to apologize for things I don't need to apologize for. I tend to explain myself in situations that I don't need to explain myself. But in this particular case, the thing that I have carried the longest and have felt the most guilty for is the thing we're not supposed to be talking about on YouTube. Because I got sick in November of 2019. Nobody really knew what it was or how bad it was. I recently just spoke with my doctor, and we discussed that, and he believes and I believe that that was when I had the thing we're not allowed to discuss here on YouTube unless you're a big YouTuber. I am very salty about that. And for the longest time, I believed that I had taken it to work and got people sick and people passed away. But when you figure out the timeline of when I was sick, because we looked up the day I came in and I was actually sick, nobody got sick until March, and I was sick in November. Incubation at the most that I've heard is 2 months. So you have November to December, December to January. The chances of me having been the portal for it to go in is pretty minimal, because nobody got sick when I was at work and sick. I actually had ended up taking some time off because I was so sick. And then they made me come back because I did not have a fever. But yeah, I've carried that around with me for so long because I lost so many friends and so many people I cared for. And I always felt like it was my fault for bringing it in. But the timeline doesn't add up. So I need to let that go. And that's going to be a struggle. But I needed to put that down because that is one of my biggest struggles. And another struggle I tend to have is this next one, is that you are worth love. Because a lot of the time I don't feel like I'm worth it. I feel like I'm no good. I feel like I offer nothing. I just take and am greedy and am nothing. And it's all untrue. It's a lie I tell myself frequently, and I don't know why. I just always have. And it's one that I'm hoping to turn around. And again, when you put it down in words and put it down there, it's easier to address because you can actually see it. So yeah, that's my first spread. These might be a little bit sad, and I apologize for that. But again, it's a feelings and processing tool, and that's what it's meant for. And I want to share it with you guys because so many people do benefit from this. So I hope that you guys will join me for these videos, and I hope that you guys get something out of it. And I will see you next time. Bye.